Tuesday.
They want us to solve this equation, and the direction said solve it by factoring and using the zero product property. So they kind of gave us some hints for this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to first, to use the zero product property, we have to set it equal to 0. So I have to move this to the other side. So 5x to the fourth minus 320x equals 0. Now the zero product property says factor it, and then all the different factors, set them each equal to 0. So the first thing I'm going to factor out is a 5 and an x. And when I do that, I'm going to get x cubed minus 64, which is nice because now I have a difference of perfect cubes. Remember this? Difference of perfect cubes. Remember the SOAP rule? So the SOAP rule says this is what, 8? No, this is 4. Is that 4 cubed?
Yeah, I said it was 8.
That's 4 cubed. So it's going to be x minus, it's same, opposite, always positive. And then let's take the cube root. So that's x there and 4 here. So it's x minus 4. It's x squared and 16 here, and then it's 4x here. Right? So that's how that whole thing factors. So let's use the zero product property now. You ready? This one, if I set this equal to 0, what does x equal?
0.
Right, so there's one of my solutions, x equals 0. If I set this equal to 0, what does x equal?
4.
So there's my other one. If I set this equal to 0, what does x equal? Well, now I'm going to have to use a different form, either the quadratic formula, or I can complete the square. This doesn't factor right here, so I can't use factoring. Let's use quadratic formula, or let's complete the square. What's half of 4?
2.
Squared, which is 4, right? So I'm going to add 4, and I'm going to subtract 4. What does this thing right here factor into? X plus 2 squared, right? What's 16 minus 4? It's 12. 16 minus 4 is 12. So now let's subtract 12 from both sides. Now, do they want us to give complex solutions too? Because that's what we're going to have. Because when I take the square root of negative 12, what am I going to get?
2.
I'm going to get plus or minus. Remember, I have to take the square root of it, so it's plus or minus I times the square root of 12, and the square root of 12 breaks up into what?
4 times 3.
2. Yeah, this is really going to be, I'll write it up here. It's going to be plus or minus 2I root 3, and remember that was x plus 2 equals that, so I have to get rid of the 2 by doing what? Subtracting it out front. So here are my 4 answers. Notice that tells you there's 4 answers, the highest degree. There's one answer, there's the other answer, and there's my other 2 answers. So there's 2 real solutions for this equation and 2 imaginary solutions for that equation.